everybody. Welcome to the Fiber Girls podcast. This is episode 1, and we are coming at you from the Pacific Northwest. It's where we live and we work and we do life. So, my name is Sarahstevens. I am the owner and yarnista behind Gracelynn Wool.
I'm Sarah Mahan, and I'm the owner and dyer behind Sarah Craft Yarn.
And my name is Kayla Bonner, and I'm behind Whips on Sticks Fiber Co. And we are the Fiber Girls.
You can find all of our information below in the doobly-doo. So if you are interested in checking us out, I would search there first. Yeah?
Absolutely.
Totes.
And we'll have show notes there as well as on Ravelry in our group.
We have a group. We do. We started a group. And we're active on our group. Actually, Sarah's the best one at being active on our group. I'm not so much.
I'm terrible at Ravelry.
I'm on there too much. I should knit more.
No, it's good. It's
you
really
good.
good.
See us on Instagram. I'm your girl.
Okay.
Other than that,
I'm just here for entertainment. So anyways, we wanted to start this podcast because we, like we said before, are 3 indie dyers from the inland Northwest. We are business owners. We are women, and we want to have a safe place, where we can show that we support one another. Because even though our community is amazing, and it really is. Yep.
love it.
We want to kind of have a place where we can talk about not only the things that we're working on, but maybe some dyer's techniques, or maybe different bases, or places that we can go to purchase yarn. Because guess what, guys? We are all in the same industry, and we shouldn't be competing for the same space. We all have something different and unique to bring to the table. And so that's why we're here.
Yep.
Yeah.
To support each other.
Yeah.
Support and inspire, right?
I agree. Yeah. I'm borrowing a really awesome mug from Sarah. I just kind of wanted to show this off really quick.
Oh.
I kind of love it. It says, "How you doing?"
Oh my
Can you see that?
You guys are making me want to collect mugs.
I have a problem. I have too many.
I have a tiny house.
I'm using mine. It has my new logo on it.
I love
which I'm
that.
super
I
excited
wear that
about.
when I came in. Oh, I need to get a logo cup. Now that I finally settled on a logo.
It needs
I
to be
said the same
bigger,
thing.
though.
A
I need
huge one.
Oh, the giant, yes.
All the
Like those
coffee.
big margarita glasses they sell.
Yes!
Oh, fish bowls. Why are we not doing that
All
right
the
now?
coffee. Coffee is life. Oh, my word.
Goodness. I love mine. It says every day is a new adventure.
Which is true.
And that is totally
Hey, it's kind of like my tattoo. Arrows.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Ish.
Yeah.
There's no really
Love
good
it.
way to show my arrows. It's all good. It's fine. Anyways. Okay, so I guess jumping right in. Should we jump in? We're trying to keep our episodes short and sweet. We know there's 3 of us, so it's going to be a challenge, but
Yeah.
we'll figure it
can do
out.
We'll try not to
We'll
race
figure it
through, but we'll still try to not take too much time.
Yeah.
You know, families and whatnot. So,
Totally.
Yeah.
And we have a system, like we want to talk about at least a couple different projects. Some works in progress or makes in progress. I don't know. Like, what do you call them? Works or makes?
Yeah,
I like makes. I
Me
usually
too.
say whips because everybody
Sounds
does,
good,
but then
right.
it's work
I like
doesn't
it.
sound
No,
as
because it
fun,
shouldn't be
'cause it's-
work.
Right.
I think we should
Makes.
call it makes.
If there's a deadline,
Who said
it
that?
feels like work.
So Opera Joe,
Yes, it was Opera Joe. Yes.
she calls them makes.
Yes.
And I was like, I love that.
Let's embrace that.
I think we should.
Okay.
So
I'm
we're gonna
right.
talk
I'm a
about-
traditionalist, but
Yeah.
Our finished makes and our makes in progress. And we're going to talk to you a little bit today about what we have planned. We have some really fun knit-alongs planned.
Yes.
And some opportunities. We have a giveaway. So I guess we'll get into all of that.
Right.
So-
Let's do FOs first.
Deal.
Right? Okay.
Done.
I'll go first. I have
Okay.
nothing.
But you're
Okay.
working towards it. So
Yes,
it's
I'm
fine.
working on it.
All right. Well, I'll go second. How's that? All right. So, because I haven't shown it, and you guys have your other podcasts, which if you
right.
don't watch their other podcasts, those are down below
Yeah,
also.
we'll
and
have
you
all
should
that
watch those.
information.
Absolutely.
So, this is my most recent.
Oh my gosh.
So-
Can we see it all? It's
This.
beautiful.
Thank you. Sorry to cover your
No,
face.
you should.
So this is the Sunset Highway by Caitlin Hunter for Boylan Knitworks. And I copied Sarah because she did short sleeves, and I did not want to be stuck on Sleeve Island, so that was a good idea.
It's not fun. Not in summer. We
and
all need
summertime.
short sleeve summer tops. It's good.
Yes. So my colors, the gray and the kind of rose color there, are mystery random things I found. I have no idea.
Shut the front door. Like, this is the color that I'm missing in mine. I have some left.
That. You can use it for the next one.
I want to make another.
But so I have no idea, and I'm really sorry. I don't know who made them or anything about it. The blue is Peepaloo Fields and Hey Girl, and then I'm also making socks, which you'll see next time on that. And then my main color is Madeline Tosh in Modern Fair Isle, which is one of my favorite colors ever. And I faded into So Sweet Jane. Or wait, yes.
Yeah.
So Sweet Jane. In Sassy Ballerina.
You know what's funny? It blends so nicely. I didn't even realize until
you can
you said
barely
something
tell. Like, you can see there's a little more pink.
Yeah, now that
and
you
the speckles
said it,
kind of change a little bit. But
oh my god.
Yeah.
No, but when you were wearing it
beautifully
last week, you could not even tell.
Thank you.
Not even tell. I absolutely love it.
So that's my most recent, and I love it.
So nice.
I think I need a sweater in Modern Fair Isle.
Yes.
Did you guys see the new sweater that Caitlin Hunter came out with today?
Yes.
I did. I peeked at it.
Caitlin.
I can't remember the name of it.
But I read everything you design.
Oh
it's a problem.
She's a genius. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, do you have any FOs?
I have no. Oh, I do. I do have an FO that I want to talk about. I was wearing it today at work. Guys, I showed up in my work clothes. It is not the one that I intended to show, but I am going to show off. It's My Every Last Yard by Amy Swenson.
Oh, that color. Oh.
I know. She has the best color taste I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Every time.
My favorite.
And I'm totally copying your swag, too.
You should copy it.
Every last bit of it.
This was literally my outfit at work all day today.
Oh my god.
I love it so much. If you haven't knit this sweater, you really should. It is an amazing pattern by Amy Swenson. You start from the very top of the sweater and you work all the way down, and by the end of the entire sweater, there is no finishing work other than weaving in your ends.
Genius. That's genius.
So you take
I hate
the
finishing
amount.
work, so that's
It's like she
fantastic.
takes all of the worst parts of it out. So this entire ribbing, figuring out. I feel like I'm Vanna Whiting it just a little bit. All of this, she works into the whole entire pattern, so it's perfect.
I love it.
Let's see, who did I
need to
This
knit
is
that.
from Magpie Yarns in the Mesa Colorway, and this is, it's a cotton blend. I don't remember the base. Magpie something in the Mesa.
It'll
Colorway.
be in the show notes,
We'll
and I know you
link
talked
it.
about it on.
It's
your
on my
podcast, so.
It's on my my Ravelry page too. So all the information is there, but it's this beautiful brick color and is probably one of my favorite sweaters.
It looks like it would go with just about everything.
It goes with everything. I want to make a black one. I might want to make a pink one.
I need like a whole sweater that color.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can
It's
wear
the
it. It might
best.
be too pink for me, but I really like it.
No, it's like a terracotta.
I get all
the
that
good
Irish
color.
pink though. It's coming.
Oh yeah.
That's what a good foundation is for.
Yeah. So it's
Teach me how to put it on. I am so bad with makeup.
So that'll be our first
Oh my
tutorial.
gosh. It's on makeup.
Okay.
Oh my
Gotta
god.
match your makeup to your knits. That's
Yeah.
Oh, I
coming
love
your
it.
way.
I did shorten the sleeves, so if you guys decide to do this, like
Okay,
I would
that's
say,
good to
like
know.
take some measurements, figure out where things hit on you, and apply that to your sweater. I would say that's a good tip for any sweater that you decide to make. Don't just do the standard like knit 13 inches down from the armhole or 15 inches. If you're short like me, that's going to be really long, and it's going to fall in the middle of your bum, and you're going to hate it.
Right.
So
Good tip.
Yes. Good tip. I like it.
okay.
Okay. So, and you had no FOs. What about whips or
I'll start with
makes?
Or
Mips. How do you say that?
mix in progress. Yeah, it would be a mix.
Makes in progress. Let's just say it out loud.
Alrighty.
Like
Yeah,
the
I'm not
way.
really one for shortening, like,
No.
you know.
Okay.
Let's talk about your
So-
makes. What are you working on?
My makes. What am I working on? Okay. So my first thing up is something I just announced on Instagram. This is my rainbow pineapples bag, and those of you who have seen my podcast before know I show this off quite often. This is by Fate's Thread, and it has the greatest lining. Like, that's one of my favorite parts. It is like electric blue and beautiful.
So pretty.
So,
I feel like it's been like, what is the? It's not been screen printed, but what is that technique? Batiqued. It looks like batiqued fabric in a way. Like, if anybody's familiar with batiking.
Nope.
I don't know.
I'm not, but
should be more.
I took a class in high school, but a long time ago.
This is my happy summer bag.
I love it.
Perfect for socks. Okay. So, I am working 2 socks at a time. Toe up, and this is just a vanilla sock. I'm kind of just making up as I go for my foot. I'm stealing like a toe from one pattern and things like that. Afterthought heel. Oh, no, actually on this one I can't do the afterthought heel because I thought it would look weird.
But it's okay. Like, I think that's the best part about socks
Me
is
too.
that it's you can take bits and pieces from like 9 million different patterns and make it your own.
Right.
That's
so you're
what I like
figuring
to
out
do.
your own
That's
recipe.
what I'm actually
So
trying
good.
to write it down too so I can replicate it.
Perfect.
Nice.
I love that.
So, yeah, so I'm actually looking for, if you have a favorite short row heel, I hate heel flaps and gussets. I don't know why. They're really not that bad when I'm done with them.
That's my favorite.
But starting them, I hate them. I don't know what it is.
Someone will
I've done
have a
a
good
few.
one, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I think someone mentioned, I asked on Instagram, and someone mentioned like a sweet tomato heel. I have to look into it. I do own the Fish Lips Kiss pattern, which I think is actually similar to the sweet tomato heel.
My Just a Vanilla sock pattern has like a built-in gusset for toe-up socks.
Yes.
But it's not, I don't know if you're going to want to use it or if you'll like it.
Yeah.
Like, it's meant for people who don't want afterthought or short row.
See, if I could do afterthought and keep the color going the way I wanted, I would, because that's like
See,
my new
that's what I
favorite
worry
heel
about.
ever.
I think you could keep the color going with that heel, though. Like, it's not good for, like, short, like, self-striping, but for that, it would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this beautiful
You
gradient.
have to pull that whole thing. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so pretty. Oh,
gorgeous.
This is my watermelon sock blank.
Oh, it's getting blown out.
It kind of is, but
It's a little,
kinda-
like,
little more
right,
saturated
so-
than it.
like, right, wrong way. There. Right there is a good color.
Right.
Yeah, it's so vibrant.
It's gorgeous.
I'm
It's
getting through the
beautiful.
green slowly. I've been trucking along here, but this is a double knit sock blank from Amber's Yarn Shop. And she is actually kind of the sponsor of our show today. We actually have one of these to give away.
So exciting.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much, Amber.
Which is
That's
so
great.
exciting because I've never heard of Amber.
Me either.
So
I have to
this
go
is
check
kind
it
of
out.
Well, she's the other half of the Hurley's Hand Dyed podcast, which is one of the ones I watch religiously.
Got it.
Right. Yes.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
They're
all the
super
time.
fun, and I've asked multiple times to be adopted by them. I don't know if they've heard, but I'm still asking. So, well, because they're related to, like, Christy and Tristan of, like, the Girls in the Yarn Cafe.
Okay, are
They're
they
like,
related to
yes!
everybody? Because they are related to the pink knitter, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's
my
like the
gosh.
pink stamper.
I mentioned before, they're like the Kardashians of, like, the
That's
knitting
really
world or
funny.
something. Like, they're all over. So, anyway, if I can
I
join
love
your
it.
family, whatever it takes, I don't eat that much. I clean. But anyway, so we're giving away one of these bad boys today, and I'm super excited. I actually have it right here. Okay, so this is the skein that we're giving away. This is what it looks like when
It's
it
so
comes.
pretty.
Yeah, and I'll get up close here so you can see Amber's yarn shop. Oop, maybe not.
Yeah. There.
Oh, it's so
Amber's
pretty.
Yarn Shop.etsy.com.
It's not so red in person.
Yeah, it's
Right.
It's
very,
more
it's
pink.
bright, beautiful,
Definitely
like fuchsia.
gorgeous. And if you do want to see more of a true representation, I do have pictures of it all over my Instagram as well. And she also sent her card with a little metal stitch marker in there and some candy and tea. So those will be
nice.
going to a lucky winner today. And she does have these in her shop if you do not win the giveaway.
And I'm not in charge of the candy, so
You'll
you'll actually get it.
So we'll have what, like a prompt, and then if you comment below, you'll be entered to win.
I think so. I think that's what
Yeah,
we had
okay.
talked about before.
Okay.
Yeah. So at the end, we will think of a prompt.
Yes.
And have you comment, and you have to be a subscriber. So make sure you're subscribed.
You know, how do I... This is so complicated.
Okay. What are you working on?
Ooh. I am working on the Whitehorse by Caitlin Hunter. You're probably going to figure out this is like a Caitlin Hunter episode. We all love her.
Yes.
Well, you know.
Caitlin Hunter fan club.
I am housing it in my beautiful sparkly bag.
It is so sparkly.
Oh my gosh,
it's
I
not
love
catching it on camera,
the
but
lining.
oh my god.
Okay, so this is the outside. It's gold, and the inside is this beautiful, like, modern deco, black and white fabric. So my sweet friend, Hot Pink Socks, she and I have done numerous little exchanges. Anyways, but the rusted stitch is where this bag is from.
It's so cute.
The perfect sweater bag size. I have 2 of them. I only have 2 of them. They are my all-time favorites. I use them all the time. So it's the Rusted Stitch on Etsy. I believe you can find it at the rustedstitch.com. Possibly.
We can verify that below.
We'll figure
there
it
will be
out.
a link, and it'll take you where you need to go.
She's the one who does all the links and is amazing. So this is it. It's sparkly. The best part about these bags is this is actual knitted fabric. I'm going to show you another one later.
I didn't even notice.
That's so
Yep,
cool.
she takes repurposed sweaters from like Goodwill or wherever, and she turns them into something amazing.
Super cool.
And so I love supporting the fact that we are recycling and not just using brand new things. It does have a really awesome square bottom that I don't even know how she got that to happen, but she did. So anywho, I am using some Knit Picks yarn. I had 6 skeins of Knit Picks. Here we go. Let's Simply Worsted. It's one of their bear lines. It's pretty new actually. It's the Winnie colorway. It's 100% eco wool, 219 yards, and it's not like the roughest. It's not super soft. It's
it's very comparable to Cascade 220.
It is. It's so
comparable.
I would say it's pretty nice. Like, you know,
It has that pretty heathered look the same way. Yeah.
exactly.
Very nice.
I like it. I'm enjoying it. This is the very first time I've ever used it. I don't really know how it's going to react when I block it all or when I wear it. I don't know what the pilling is going to be like or anything. But I'm almost completely done with the yoke of my sweater.
Oh my gosh, that
Love it
pretty.
so much. It has bubbles. I didn't think I was going to love the bubbles, but
It's so pretty.
You're converting
This
me
is
to
it.
baubles with this. Because I thought, like, no way am I going to do baubles.
okay, and Caitlin does baubles different than anybody else I've ever seen do baubles before. So if you want to try a new technique, go get the pattern just for the technique. I've never done baubles like this before. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I've just never known how to do them right. I don't know. But it's easier. It's fantastic. This is actually the pattern when I'm all said and done. This is what it'll look like.
Oh my gosh.
So it is Whitehorse by Caitlin Hunter. And I am going to do like 3/4 sleeves just like this because this is what I wear at work.
It's super cute on you.
It's what I wear at work. I type all day long. I talk to
Right.
clients all day long. And so like the constant moving, like anything that goes beyond it really bugs me. So it's perfect. It is, I believe, let me verify. It is a DK weight sweater. And this yarn I'm using is a worsted weight. So I did accommodate for that. So if you are someone who has never knit a sweater before, take a gauge swatch, figure out the yarn that you're going to use and figure out your favorite needle choice and then go from there and base it off your pattern. That's kind of a big tip.
I live dangerously, but I really shouldn't. Check your gauge.
Check your gauge. It's important. Like, I never thought it was important until I realized it was important. Right. So, and it opens your world up because you realize that maybe you can knit a million different things with what you have in your stash, which is really great too. So, Whitehorse by Caitlin Hunter. I hope to have this done by the end of July. I do notice that as the days like go by, I'm maybe doing 3 or 4 rounds in about a half an hour period. So it's getting a little monotonous, a little tedious until I split for my sleeves. But then afterwards, like, it's going to be zoom. It's going to be fine. Yeah. An easy pattern, like easy chart. I would say her charts are amazing.
Her charts are great.
Yeah.
I need a ghost knitter to get through my sweater. I think
your sweater's going great. I love it.
It's taking forever. I'm working up inch by inch on that Sunset Highway, and it's just so boring.
I should say this is the very... Ooh. Here we go. This is what's left of my first skein. I'm maybe 10 rounds being done with my yoke. I'm knitting the size small. Size small.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
that one's safe. So to stick on the Caitlin Hunter thing, I will show you my Zweig. I am knitting that one. We probably are all familiar with that one. I don't have the main picture, but there's her beautiful drawing. And if you can not look at the chocolate ice cream my daughter spilled.
Hey!
It is here. That's not a great picture. You guys know it. You know what it is. So,
right,
and it's in my, yes, and it's in this bag, which, you know what, this is my favorite bag ever.
It's so happy.
How did you get this?
In a swap that I did, in the O-Loops group, like 3-ish years ago, somebody got this for me. I don't know if she made it. I don't know if she has a shop.
Do you remember?
Does it have a tag
Knitting
at all?
Pepper, I think is her name.
She made it.
There's no tag. There's nothing. I don't know. I love it. She's from San Francisco. She's not watching. But anyway,
it's like
this
the
bag
perfect
size, though.
It is beautiful.
Bag makers make that size.
Yeah.
Right?
So whatever
Holy moly.
this is. And I'm using my own yarn. And I have, well, I'll show the new tag. The new tag is not on all of my stuff right now, but this is the new tag.
It's my favorite tag.
Thank you. I love it. And so I am using... Oh, it's going to be hard to show. I'm not very far, but let's see.
You can see the color work developing now. It's so pretty.
Okay, so there it is. So the main color, the darker purple, is my everyday fingering in Blue Mountain. And then the lighter speckled purple is Hyacinth, same base. And then, of course, my little Santa gnome, which if I can turn him around, maybe. Oh, I'm going backwards from the camera.
It's so hard.
Okay.
It is a real struggle.
Time.
There he is. So my little Santa gnome, and that is from Sugar Tots.
Okay.
Sugar Tots. Her. She's my
friends. She was like my first bag love. I love her.
Yes, but now that I know yours
until today, so
you guys
I'm gonna have to look her up.
Between the two of you, is my favorite.
I know
they're my favorite.
Sugar Tots,
so, and those are the colors. That's so there's going to be a little bit more of that. So I'm super excited. I'm not very far. It's very slow going, and I'm using what are they? They're the Zings. I'm trying out. Which you know what?
What are you using? Because so I brought
I'm
mine
not
too.
a huge fan of the Zings. I tried. I tried. You know
I'm not either.
I'm a Chowgu fan all the way.
So
me
why?
too. Chowgu is my favorite.
I'm not. I don't like Chowgus.
Oh.
So
get off this couch.
Let's talk about
all right.
Let's talk about needles, like intermission.
Okay. So
let's talk about what we like and what we don't.
Well, I'll say first of all, I'm using the Knitter's Pride Zings. And they are a the US 5 or 3.75 millimeter. The weight of them is I don't really love.
Okay.
They're not super sharp.
No.
So, okay. And then the join I don't think it's very smooth. There's a little bit of a catch, and on fingering weight especially, I catch, and I don't like it. So it slows me down significantly. I like the Chowgu because I think the join is very smooth. The cord never twists. It's very smooth cord. Yep. And I love that. And I like the overall weight. My only complaint about the Chow Goose, though, is that my interchangeable set, they come untwisted.
They do.
And it
they?
drives me
Don't like
insane.
it.
Ah, see,
So
I
no
haven't
matter
tried
how
the
much I tighten them,
interchangeables
yeah.
yet.
But that's my
That's
only
good to know.
complaint. My
That's so
fixed
good to know.
are my favorite needles ever. For sure. For sure. So that's
interesting.
this project. That's my Zweig.
No,
So
see,
that's-
I love that. So, like, and they're, like, substantially heavier. I prefer the Hiyas. I like the sharps. I feel like you get the love of the Chowgu cable and the join of the KA, because if they are the interchangeable, then they are the swivel join. And I love that so much.
Nice.
However, if they are the fixed, then they don't swivel. So you definitely have to utilize the
Maybe that's
the
why I don't like them.
interchangeables. I think you should
Could
give it
be.
a shot.
And they split. I split my yarn all the time.
So because you're using the sharps, maybe if you use the regulars, then they are more like the Chow Goose. And so
If you want to try some regulars, I bought a set. I can't remember. I think they might be a size 2. I don't like the regular ones. I
Okay.
tried them out. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
I like
Yeah.
sharper. I like really
me too,
sharp.
Okay.
me too. And it's like a $10 difference between the Chow Goose and the Hiyas. So
Right.
if you're looking at price point, like for me, this is way more in my price point because I forget what's on my needles and like what I need to buy. But it's a good idea to, when you are knitting and you figured out your gauge and your tension, to try out needles, because you'll find that how you knit on wood needles is completely different than metal needles, and how
Right.
you knit on each different brand is completely different in that also.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
you're going to find your preference, and as soon as you do, I think it's going to make knitting even more enjoyable for you.
I know I'm definitely
agree.
moving to metal needles.
Yeah.
Yes, I
I got
prefer metal.
when I first started knitting, I got the Clover Takumi bamboo interchangeable
Oh, yeah,
set,
yeah.
and that's the only interchangeable set I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm making do with it, but I'm so spoiled by the Chow Goose now. Like, it's torture. And I think that's another reason I'm having trouble with my sweaters, because I'm like, oh,
It's
pick up
true.
Those needles, again, they make or break the experience.
They totally
They
do.
definitely
and
do.
the yarn. Like, there's a
Yes.
time and a place for everything. So certain yarns will require, like, wooden needles, because wooden needles will help with the slip. And
Which
so
was good as a beginner for me. I actually
Totally,
appreciated
that's
it
what I,
until I
um,
moved on.
that's what I encourage my beginner knitting classes to take, is like wooden needles, because
Right.
it helps stick. They stick. They're stickier.
Right.
I think that. I want to try the Lika.
I have a set
Luca.
of those.
Do you?
Luca. I think
I
that's
do.
how they're
Can we touch
pronounced.
them?
We
Yes.
should. We should.
I don't
play
have
with
them here, but I will let you.
We should.
I
Next time.
have a set for Magic Loop for socks. My first set, the join came apart.
Oh.
And so
I've
the
had
yarn
that
was
happen
getting
with
caught,
Hiya's too.
and that really bothered me. But I contacted the company; they sent me a new set right away.
Instantly.
Super easy.
I think
and
there's
so,
just like that
service
too.
is really good.
yes, it's
Yeah.
fantastic. So that is great. They are super smooth. I think better than other wood needles as far as.
Like
I mean, I
maybe
got them
Clover,
just for
Knit
socks.
Picks, whatever,
Yeah, because
like
I got them
you're
just for
looking for.
socks. But I also know that, is it Renee from On the Round?
Yeah.
Okay, she was talking about she broke them several times.
The zeros.
Yes.
Okay, so I've broken like a million zeros. If you
Yeah.
are a sock knitter and you knit on zeros, do not use wooden needles.
No.
Because
No.
and do not use. Okay, what are the pink ones? They are Knit Pro Zings. They are
Oh, they.
empty aluminum. They're like aluminum tubes, friends. And if you are a knitter who is really hard on your needles and you are bothered by the fact that they will bend, those will bend for you.
I've bent some needles
Yeah.
in my
If that doesn't bother you, then they're amazing needles. They have a perfect point. I love them for that reason. But, you know, anywho.
All right. So
We should keep going,
Yeah,
right?
let's
Yeah,
keep going.
like,
we go on these tangents.
right. So, let's see. Do you have another whip? Make?
I do
Make.
another
Gotta get
make.
used to that.
Yes, I have one more.
I love this so much.
And it won't take long to show because I really haven't gotten anything done on it. So, living here in my Coraline
Fast.
bag from Lila Styles.
So cute. Oh my gosh.
One of my favorite movies, and with Halloween, well, okay, I say coming up. In my mind, it's coming up because I've been doing advent calendars.
Yes,
But
she has amazing Halloween advent calendars. Does anyone else love Halloween like I do? I'm sorry.
that's
I
like neck
love-
and neck with Christmas for me. Like,
My
both of them.
husband and I met at Halloween parties, so
Oh my god,
it has a
that's
soft spot in
perfect.
my heart, and so that is great idea. Wish I would have thought about
I
it.
love this. I love this.
Yeah. Well, now all the orders have closed, so now I'm just prepping them all, and I'm so excited to get them all out.
Next year, guys. If you
Right?
missed out,
Yeah.
Totally.
Next
Next year, I will be opening them up probably a little earlier,
May.
January.
or that, just look for them.
Plan
It's
early.
Halloween all year long. Okay, so Laura, Crocheting Hubien, challenged me to a 1-week sweater knit off that I think was originally started by Melissa of Honeybee Knits and and Levi of W2TF Knitting.
I saw his first episode today. I'm
you?
catching up.
Ooh, I haven't seen it.
Hi,
yet.
Levi.
So,
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
kids go to
checking them out.
bed.
I feel like Josh and you could maybe be best friends. BFFs. Forever. Anyways, keep going.
Sorry.
Okay, so I am the slowest sweater knitter in the world, so I knew that there was only one sweater or cardigan really that I had thought of recently that I could possibly attempt to get done in a week. And I'm doing the
amazing.
Beekeeper cardigan by Olive
It's so
Knits.
pretty. It's such a pretty
So
cardigan.
pretty.
It's notoriously fast, so I'm hoping maybe that'll make up the difference in my slowness of knitting.
No, it's going to be amazing.
But because she just challenged me like 2 days ago, I didn't have time to like get any hand dyed together or anything. I just went to Michael's, used my coupons, and I got 7 skeins of Loops and Threads Joy DK in
It's so
the
pretty.
leaf colorway. I've been itching for something green.
It has
And
such a
it's-
nice sheen to it. I don't know if
Right.
it'll pick it up, but it is really pretty.
Yeah, it's just got that little bit of shine.
I'm kind of
just
a yarn
enough.
snob, and I really like it. I do really like it.
A lot. So
I mean,
let's
I'm
talk
sorry,
about it though
yeah.
for like
Yeah.
just 2 seconds. It's super soft. Super soft.
It is.
And
for real.
what's the fiber content?
It's 100% acrylic, as far as I know.
It doesn't feel like it. It's not
Right.
like squishy. It's not itchy. It's not anything. Like when you think of acrylic, I think of this squeak. Like acrylic
Right.
is plastic.
Yes.
Let's just be real
It
for
is.
2 seconds.
Absolutely.
Acrylic is plastic, and this feels so soft. It feels like not merino, but it feels like it has something to it. And the sheen is amazing, and the color is outstanding.
It's really beautiful.
And my
That's
favorite
really good.
part is that with coupons, I got a sweater's quantity of yarn for like $18. It was ridiculous.
If you're on a budget,
So,
50
right?
cents
or you're
or
knitting
less.
for somebody who is maybe
I
going to
love
put it
it.
in the washing machine.
I have a lot of
No, this
family
is
members who don't even
fantastic.
know what to do with
No.
wool, so
Or
It's perfect.
babies,
Yes.
right?
people
They
with
might have
kiddos.
allergies.
Right?
Allergies, that's a huge one. There are
totally.
so many people who are allergic to wool
That would be
or anything like that.
Right.
But yeah.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Or
If anyone's
49
allergic, I'm so
cents.
sorry.
$4.49
Yes, great
is what
deal.
it was before the coupon.
So you have your challenge is what, a week?
Yeah,
to knit
1
that?
week to knit this. Okay,
amazing.
so day 1, I feel like I'm a little behind, but today was a busy
no,
day.
it's awesome.
But I did cast on this morning. I waited. I thought about cheating last night. I'm not going to lie. Sorry, Laura. But I didn't.
I would have cheated.
I didn't.
I would have.
Well, I thought about it. I'm like, well, East Coast, it's after midnight right now. But
Yeah.
now I'm going to
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
loopholes.
Right. But then that means I have to finish 3 hours earlier. So I was like, no.
No.
I'll wait.
No,
I'll
no,
plan it out.
loopholes.
No, you're posting it from here. No.
So, but I am started on it. So I'm excited. I'm going to see this weekend. I feel like I'm just going to sit down and watch like a bunch of movies or listen. I've been listening to a lot of books and I'm just going to crank it out and see how far I get.
I love it.
And I mean, it was a knit I already wanted to do anyway. So even if I don't finish it,
I know. It's
I'm
crazy.
still will have a lot of progress into a knit that I wanted to keep anyway. So I
Yeah,
feel like
I
either
love
way,
it.
it's a win.
Yeah.
Oh,
very
also
nice.
life hack.
Absolutely win.
I've never invested. This is like this is like discount special time. Okay,
I love these. Hats.
I have never really invested in a yarn bowl because a good old fashioned cereal bowl
You know what?
does
Yes!
the same job, and I can't believe I'm carrying around a cereal bowl, but I
No.
am.
Friends. money. Like, it's
It's
not about the
super
money.
slick.
It's a great way to do it. I have a mug from Knit in Coeur d'Alene, one of our local yarn shops. I have their latte bowl, and I love it. And that is my yarn bowl. Because it's too big. I would drink coffee out of it, but I spill. And so it works as a yarn bowl. So, thank you, Liz.
Okay. Cups and cereal bowls. We get the job done.
Right.
That's the most important part.
Yes.
I love it so much.
So,
okay, so I wanted to show you guys my Zweig. I've made some progress on it.
so beautiful.
I'm copying this. We're going to be twins.
It's backwards. It's like this. I have made it through the yoke and the body, and I'm working on the arms. I want to make long sleeve arms. I think this is going to be...
so I can see how it's going to look when it's done.
I think it's going to be a long sleeve one. I don't think that this like particular pattern fits short sleeve or 3/4 sleeve. I think that this fits only long sleeve. That's just my opinion.
I think so.
Like, you know. So this brown that's on the body and the neck and will become the arms is the Whiskey Barrel colorway from Madeline Tosh, and I'm using Madeline Tosh Merino Light. So it's a single ply yarn. I think you get roughly 400 yards per skein, and I went through 2 already, or just about ready to go through 2, and I'm working on my 3rd. I'm actually I picked up a 3rd one because I knew I wouldn't have enough, so this is what's of my 2nd, and I'm now incorporating it. I did not weigh them. I really don't know. I'm just kind of going to gauge when this gets about halfway, then I'll go full time with this guy and then switch. I'm not doing sleeves 2 at a time because I don't like doing that. Mostly.
You can do sleeves 2 at a time. I didn't even know
yes,
that.
it's like socks, guys. It's perfect. It's great when you were like, but I don't like them 2 at a time.
Right.
So it's not something for me. But I kind of just gauged the weight and it's fine. It works for me. I'm housing it in, once again, another rusted stitch bag.
So
this is a knitted bag. And let's see if I can get close. It has like little baubles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like pink. And it has arrows on the inside.
So cute.
I love it so much. Cute. It's very much me. So I'm using Madeline Tosh Merino Light from the majority of my sweater. And then I'm using my own 80/20 Hogsmeade colorway.
Which I love.
I'm going to need some of that.
Yes.
So I love it so much. I feel like it's a really good neutral. It does have some pops of just about everything. But...
I think that's what keeps it interesting and makes it not just boring neutral.
I think so.
Like that little teeny tiny pops of color.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's what makes it really special.
So that's my other whip. That's not a
So
sock.
make me up a skein of that.
Right? I feel a slap coming on.
You know what? Might just happen. Oh my goodness, I love it.
Has to happen.
Has to happen. I agree.
There's no negotiating.
Right. So my next project is in the cutest bag. Okay. I mean, it's so cute. And I won this in a giveaway, so I was super excited. It is from Lila Lovely, and she's on Etsy. And it just has this green polka dot.
Maybe it's the August babies in us.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
So
I got married in August. I'm not an August baby, but I got married in August. So I feel like I can join that group, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this goes
on
along.
Wednesdays we wear lime green.
Okay. I like it.
Can't wear lime green, but I'll just wear green. Okay. All right. So, one of our knit-alongs that we are doing is a Colorwork accessory, Cal, and all the details are in our Ravelry group. It is July 1st.
So great.
She's prepared.
Thank goodness.
I'm really good at making lists, but I'm not good at following them. Okay, Colorwork accessories. So, socks, cowls, hats, boot toppers, mitts, mittens, whatever. Leg warmers.
So long as it's not a sweater or
shawl,
pants.
Right.
Something, yes. So, any accessory that is Colorwork is July 1st through September 21st. And
why did we pick that date?
We picked that date because fall is my favorite season, and I am going to cast on the Birkin sweater by Caitlin Hunter because Caitlin, I love you. And I have all 3. Yes, and got 3. Oh, I do. So I plan
I'm all about the
to
tequila right now.
Yes. So we're just gonna.
Either way,
the idea
it's gonna be a
is
sweater.
there will be a Colorwork sweater cal starting the first day of fall. So the accessories will be July 1st through the day before the first day of fall. Okay.
Ooh, so maybe plan to like coordinate your colors or
so start thinking about it if you want to participate. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a really
and in
fun
summer we'll have
too.
the knit shorts cowl and
Zwants.
No,
I've never heard of Swants, but I'm terrified already.
So okay, pause. Everybody pause. Go look at the Stephen West Zwants video.
Oh my god,
my fave. And then after you do that, go look at it's called criminy. I'm gonna link it below because it's amazing. These are 2 best friends who are just like experience life together, and they do a weekly podcast, and it's super fun. And they kind of quit doing it for a little while, but these goofballs actually made Zwants, and they videoed it the entire experience.
I can't imagine because you know what? Sleeve Island
awesome.
kills me.
Nope, they did not knit them, friends. They bought them from Goodwill, and they cut them up, and they made them, and there's a video for it. And it's
I was
my
going to say
gosh.
knitting pants
So-
because I know Stephen West has a knit pant thing.
It's based off Zwants. And if you've ever heard of I Mom So Hard, one of the gals there was also a counterpart with another gal, and they did this whole video.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be down below.
Okay.
I'm going to send
Check
it.
it out.
Can't
It's my
wait.
favorite.
I can't wait.
So,
I know what I'm doing tonight when I go.
Right? Okay. So,
Anywho.
as part of this Colorwork accessory cal, I am doing the waiting for Henry Socks by Tabitha Gandee from the Hey Sister podcast.
Okay,
So,
those girls are amazing.
oh my gosh.
I
They
think
were
there's
the first
nothing
podcast I ever
they
saw.
cannot do.
I know. And they're so young.
And the aesthetic.
Oh my
like, it's
gosh.
amazing.
I know.
It's all
Well
mine.
done,
It has my
girls.
So
heart.
jealous.
So, I am
Love
knitting
it.
those socks. And those are my colors.
Super fun.
I
What?
see here.
This one
So,
is...
I know that
the
one.
one on top, the cream base, is my yarn. It's my Everyday Twist yarn from Sarahcraft, and the colorway is Confetti. The purpley blue is another mystery skein. You guys, I don't have any idea what it is, but it's very close to my Blue Mountain colorway.
It's beautiful.
And then the beautiful pink is Lolo Did It, and it is Beauty School Dropout. So,
See, they pick up the flex and the confetti so nicely. I
I
can't even.
love it. So
Oh,
much. Tell
all
us
my
about your
little
needles.
things.
What
Okay.
did you do?
I am using Chalgu 9 Oh, it's so messy. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's not. We don't care about that. We're
So, all right. So it's Chalgu 9-inch circulars, and it is a US 1, which is a 2.25 millimeter, and then another Sugar Tots Narwhal. You guys, oh my
I
god,
have that same
I love it.
narwhal. I love
so
it so much.
this pattern, I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun, so fast, and it's not hard. It's easy, but in the best way. It's so great.
Yeah, I feel like you
I think
just
it's
started
the
those.
perfect amount of color work
did.
for a
My
sock.
mom's in. I'm sorry. My mom's in town, and she's watching me, going, "Oh my god, you're just flying through those.
Yeah, I do.
They're so fun." So
Throw it down.
this is the first one, and I'm hoping to get to the heel flap tonight when my daughter goes to sleep. So that's what I'm doing. Those are super fun, and you should knit
love
them
that.
right away.
I plan on it. I have caked up my yarn, but I haven't actually started them yet. I'm waiting. I'm gonna try the 9-inch circular in a size 0. I'm gonna give it a shot.
You'll like them. They take some
It's
getting
supposed to
used
be here on Tuesday, so I'm gonna try it out because I refuse to do color work on DPNs again.
Oh,
we
I
have a
would-
bad
okay.
we have a bad history. I know people do it. I've seen photos. I can't do it.
It is not, my friend. So I also am knitting the Waiting for Henry socks. And I'm to my toe.
Oh my god, so fun.
I'm loving it so
Contrast
much.
toe. I might do the contrast toe.
I do. I love it. I wanted to have it all done, but then I got sucked into this stupid sweater.
I love the
For my
ribbing
lunch
on
break.
the front. I feel like for sizing that would keep it nice and
Yeah.
snug.
So I'm knitting these not for myself. I'm knitting these for my daughter. And here's what I found. So this color work, I just want to keep, you to keep in mind, there's not much give. So if you have never knit a Colorwork anything, or especially a sock in the round, you gotta make some modifications as far as the pattern goes based on what you knit. And so for me, these quickly became like, they were beginning Vanessa socks, they quickly became Caitlin socks.
Oh no.
Because this is not going to fit over her heel. Vanessa cannot get this over her heel. I switched to a size 1. That was great. Here's my tip. Either choose to go up a needle size or go up a stitch count size. You have some really amazing bands right here that are going to allow you to increase and decrease before and after any color work. So if I knit these for my daughter, which she wants them so bad, my oldest, I'm going to actually increase to the 72 stitch.
That's what I did. I took your tip
because
you told me when I was just at the ribbon, and so I increased. I'm doing the size small and the 60 stitch, and so then I increased up to, I think it was the 70 for the color work.
Yeah.
I have really skinny chicken legs. I hope they're not too big. But
have you tried them on yet?
No, because I didn't want to take them off the needle. But I will. But I think they'll be okay. They have a lot of stretch. I think they'll be
just fine. They have way more stretch. I think you're going to be just fine. And I don't think they're going to be like chicken leggy, like.
And did you do the increase in the band like she was talking about?
I did it. It was like,
you can't even tell.
Right after the first band of that purple here, and so I did the increase in that main color, and then started the color work, and then as I got to the bottom, I decreased. I might have done the decreases in the purple band, but you can't tell.
No.
And so now I'm back
both
to
knit the 60 stitch sock, and look at the difference.
Big difference.
Wow.
Huge.
So and I was making sure to pay attention about going loose on my floats. So I feel like they're fine.
I love looking at floats. They're mesmerizing.
Yeah,
I do too.
Like they're so.
I mean, you can see the. I feel like your floats look great, but they're tighter. They're tighter for sure.
They're definitely tighter.
Anyway,
my color work is naturally loose. I think because I do it with both hands. I don't know, something about it.
Okay, well, I would say that, but I do mine with both hands.
Do you?
But I'm a really loose knitter.
But I put them both over the same finger, and then
I tried it, but I could not.
I have the yarn going in opposite directions. One goes over front to back, the other goes back to front, and then I just pick up as I go.
See, I almost feel like we should have a tutorial on how we do it.
We should.
Just because I think color work and just knitting in itself is so interesting. Like, there's so many
I love
ways.
watching how other people knit.
Yeah.
But it's because I've been trying to do speed knitting. I'm such a nerd, you guys.
But well, I've been looking it up. Have you seen? I accidentally looked up some videos on our YouTube channel.
I love it.
Don't look at the history.
No, I think that's fantastic. I am not a speed knitter. I do find that, like, for me though, like, I am a continental knitter as far as knitting goes, but I am more of a, is it Persian knitting? Polynesian.
There are so many styles.
I purl with my thumb. I'm learning continental knitting, like purling with my finger. It's really hard though.
Continental purling is what turned me off of continental knitting in general. I hate it. I feel like I have more control with my right hand. I'm kind of I guess you'd call me a flicker. Yeah, I'm not quite a thrower, but I use my finger.
You do what like Mina does from...
Yeah, from Knitting Expat.
Have you watched her podcast?
Yeah, I think
she does this amazing little flick.
Yeah, I don't know what she does. It kind of makes my
I'm not as good.
Like
I'm not as fast, but that's basically the same.
I started out throwing, and then I took a knitting class at one of our local yarn shops, which is not here anymore, sadly. But I learned to pick there. And then I really liked that, and that got me a lot faster. But then watching, you guys watch like on Netflix the Hours of Knitting and like
what? Yeah. What is this?
Okay, like the Norwegian knitting competitions, and then like the people just sitting knitting. Okay, this
is on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
So I watched that, and so then I started
with our new Friday nights.
So then I started watching speed knitting things, and I realized that I hold my yarn like speed knitters. And I was like, oh, that's great. That
That's
means
fantastic.
it's so, like, I don't have to learn something new. I just have to go faster. So that's what I'm trying to do. And
Yeah.
when I pay too much attention, I totally drop stitches. But when I'm paying attention, I do great. So
I love it.
That's what I'm working on.
Goodness.
Gosh.
So,
I'm
let's
trying.
try
I
to-
saw this one video where like it was for flickers. They're trying to get faster speed knitting, but she does it like a snake. Like she just holds the yarn in her fingers, and that's it. I have to wrap mine around my pinky, and it was like impossible. I was trying to do it last night, and I realized like I'm gonna mess up. I tried to do it in the middle of my sweater, and I was like, no. It's
Practice.
I think that's the key, though. Like, find some dummy project that you just want to practice on.
Right.
So, like, sweater, scarf, whatever. Practice.
So that's all I have to show today. Do you
too.
have more to show or no?
That's it.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is showing off just my colors for my Waiting for Henry socks real
Okay.
quick. Yes. Because mine are actually going to be, my mom picked these out. This is my Gracelynn
that.
wool yarn. Let me see if I can
love
get it
it.
there.
Look how pretty it is. It's all
maybe
caked
it
up.
Oh, it's a lot more teal though.
It's
Yeah,
more teal.
it's way
not
more
so
teal. There's a picture on my Instagram right now. So
It's more
Yeah,
like a
check it out.
seafoamy.
But this is her Pacific Northwest Dreams. I believe on your everyday
Everyday sock.
sock, which I believe is a 75-25. And then my mom just started mixing and matching with kits. So she also grabbed a mini from the other set you gave me.
love it.
And this is Sangria. You can see that.
I love that color.
Gorgeous.
Me too.
And then she also stole a mini from Christy of Yarn Cafe
That's
Creations sent me a hashtag There's Room for Everyone kit. And she stole the mini out of it because it does have like some blues and pinks.
It's blown out
throughout.
right now. But
Yeah, our
it's-
lighting, it got darker outside,
Yeah.
so forgive our lighting transition, but
If you pull it back, does that change? That's more accurate.
a little bit, yeah. Yeah, it's a nice creamy white, and then it's just got little subtle speckles throughout. Like there's some bright blue. Really pretty. So I'm super excited. These are going to be so colorful, but I cannot wait to make them. Unfortunately, I have to give them away because my mom picked the colors. So
I know how to make more.
perfect. You can just pack that with my Zweig kit, and we'll call
There we
it.
go.
We'll call it macaroni.
I love it so much.
So, okay,
Do
yeah,
you have
that's
one more?
I do have one more thing, and it is, I don't know, has everybody showed all their stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we had talked about having a color of the month or a base of the month, something or another, and I did knit something for that, and I brought it. We thought it would be really fun to showcase our different yarns or bases or how they knit up or work up and talk about that for just a second. So I brought mine. I started a brand new blanket project, which is insane because I have a couple going already. So it doesn't really make sense that I would
Never
start
have too
another
many
one.
knit
Oh, but I'm
blankets.
gonna do it too, and
Gosh.
that's crazy. I
So-
shouldn't.
Okay, so I cast on to a modification of the barn raising quilt. You can only purchase this pattern in a book. It's not available on Ravelry, so if this is something that you want to do, you gotta go find the book. We'll have links below. I modified that pattern just a little bit because the original pattern has a giant circle in the middle of the squares, and I don't like it. So just really quick, I actually cast on 4 stitches, and then I knit around, and the next round I knit front and back in all my stitches, and the next round I knit around, and then the following round I knit one, knit front and back, all the way around, and then I knit around, and you'll notice at that point you have 3, 6, 9, 12 stitches, and that's kind of like the beginning of your square. And so you will be doing yarn overs in between a middle stitch. So you would knit one, yarn over, knit one, yarn over, all the way around, right? Okay, so you get this really great square. It's actually huge.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
that shows it really, really well.
Yeah, so it's going to be big.
Oh, it's so
Right.
pretty.
I
wanna
wish
do
I
that.
would have blocked it. But this is the part that I was talking about the most, is this middle piece. Oh. Here we go. This little part, I didn't want the big circle in it. So that's why I altered the pattern. This is my Bunnies in Space colorway,
What a fun name.
which I love
Oh my
so much. I brought a skein just so you can see what it looks like in person. It doesn't look like a whole bunch. There are some hidden pops of color clearly in the skein. So that's what it looks like. These squares take about 20 grams each. I didn't weigh it yet, but I have quite a bit left.
That's great.
So that's my plan. I plan on knitting an entire blanket of my own yarn using this, so that way not only can I show you guys what each of my skeins and colorways look like, but at the end I'll get a really big warm blanket to go on my
It's such a good
couch.
idea. Such a
So
good idea.
they're huge. Next podcast, I'll measure and let you know exactly what it is blocked and measured. But I have a feeling, I mean, it's
like 10 inches at least.
maybe a 10 by 10 square. I did until...
I'm just eyeballing that. I have no idea. I have a terrible...
No, that's good. Like, I went until there are 100 stitches in between each eyelet. So there are 100 stitches in between. So if that helps.
I will be showcasing a new base, which I'm really excited about. This is 100% non-superwash merino, so I'm very excited. So good for Colorwork. This one is a worsted weight, and it is really round, plump, super squishy base. And this is the Maple Bar colorway, and I'm gonna have I have just worsted right now. It won't probably all be in my shop right away because most of it is going to be going to the Hook and Needle Nook, which is one of our new local yarn shops here in Spokane, Washington. And so Esther is so great.
Amazing.
She has both Sarah's yarn and my yarn there.
Still need to go in.
You need to go in. I
She
feel like
needs
we
her
need to make it a
charms
field
there.
trip.
Yes.
That
So
would be
this
so
is
great.
the Maple Bar color, and I'm going to be doing mostly sweater quantities of that, but it is...
I've actually never touched a
Okay,
non-superwash.
so here's the thing, guys. Like, I want to point this out. Like, a hand-dyed non-superwash is completely different than a hand-dyed superwash because both of these are not superwash. They are both the same weight, but feel this.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
You are paying for what you're going to get. Hands down.
I
It does
agree.
not feel like it's...
No, this is like butter. I mean,
Yeah,
this one
it's
isn't
so
horrible,
soft.
but it's not like if I had to pick, this is definitely softer.
Yeah. I'm
So
really
much
excited
softer.
about it. They're 100 gram, and they're 218 yards.
Yeah.
So,
Amazing.
you know, pretty
Nice,
comparable to other
Right.
worsted
Totally
So
different.
nice.
You can
So,
tell the difference.
Yes. Huge
So-
difference.
And they do take color differently. So even the same color in the superwash will be a little bit different than the non-superwash. But I'm working on that. So
I love it so much.
Well, I think that's pretty normal from what I understand, is that across different bases, colors
Yeah.
are going to show up differently.
they do. They
the
really
more
do.
nylon content you have, the more vibrant your color is going to be. So
good to know.
you can kind of gauge that.
So,
It's beautiful, and it's
Thank
like
you.
the most perfect toffee colorway.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm super excited
I love
about
it.
it. Okay. So
Oh, okay. So, my colorway of the month is actually one of my best sellers. This is my Limpet colorway, which some of you are familiar with. And this is on my 8515 base. It's called Kayla's Favorite Sock because it is
amazing.
the squishiest, and it's just
It's
my
like
favorite.
cashmere.
It feels like cashmere. It's
like
ridiculous.
cashmere.
Oh my god.
But
Yeah,
it's not
so
cashmere.
Right? It's sturdy enough for socks, but it feels great around your neck. Like, just
Yeah. It's
squish
awesome.
it.
I'm
So-
envious of
And
the
these
base.
are actually,
too.
I've got a few ready to ship in my shop on my new website, which the link, everything will be down below. But yeah, so this could be yours.
Yeah.
Unless I decide to keep it.
Wait a minute.
It's a high possibility.
Did you show your Sunset Highway? Do you have
No,
it?
I don't have it with me.
Okay.
I left
Go
it
on
at
her
home.
project page because it showcases that color.
Right,
Yes,
that's
it
what-
does.
That's why I should have brought it. I thought it would be
Yes.
too boring.
Awesome. No, it's beautiful.
Totally
So
right.
let's
I love
see. Do we have anything else to show as far as? I don't think
Not
so.
that I'm
Mace. I
working
think
on.
that's
I
it,
did
right?
have,
I think
and
that's
I
it.
think I misplaced it. I was going to show my charm real quick.
Ooh, yeah. Kayla makes charms, guys.
Yes.
I don't know what I did with it. Okay, 1 second.
We'll pause.
I've been working on a new prototype for a collaboration I'm doing with a new friend, actually 2 friends, Kim and Jazzy of Driftwood Farms Yarn and Candle Co. I think they were before. They're dyeing up some gorgeous fall Halloween-inspired yarn, and they asked me if I would make some charms to go with it. And I'm super duper excited because, of course, Halloween. And this is what I came up with.
I need one.
It's a jack-o'-lantern.
I'm not even like a Halloween fan, and I feel like it's amazing.
There.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can't pick
it's
up.
so
I know it's
cool.
today.
Oh, I love it.
Perfect.
I love
Is
it.
it?
Mm-hmm. So
Yay!
good.
So these are going to be going with a coordinating skein of yarn, which is absolutely beautiful. I don't have my phone to show you a picture right now, but we will be announcing our release date and everything on Instagram, so keep an eye out. But these will be available. I think we're both going to have a couple kits in each of our shops, so
That'll be good.
stay tuned.
That'll be
Halloween
really
stuff.
I love them.
So let's we have a couple of sort of admin things to mention, right? Okay, so first of all, we are all doing yarn advent calendars in our shop, and I'm on Etsy, you are on Etsy, and you have your own shop,
Both.
correct?
Only
And-
for the advent, though. Like,
right.
Etsy
Everything else is
only,
on your and
And
then
I
you are
actually
on
in the same
for
actually
you.
as her. Yeah.
Okay, so so we all have advent calendars. They are available now and for a short time. So if you're interested, get in on that as soon as you can.
For me, it's going to be
right?
the end of the month.
End of
So
the month,
the
okay.
end of July, I'm going to take it down because I do need time for it to, for me to order the yarn and then for it to get here and to dye. And then I do want to ship it out in September.
Okay.
So
Right.
end of July for me.
And beginning of August is when mine will be going out, and yours are
I
not
think
being shipped
I'm
out.
moving
taking
mine
off the
up.
website.
I had originally said the middle of September, but I might move it up to the middle of August. I'm working with another maker for some of the things in the advent calendar, and I feel like it's better to give them more time to prepare as well as me.
Good idea.
So I think I'm going to be moving that up to like August 15th will be the last day for me.
Oh, good idea. That's a good plan.
And then the other thing is for Sarah Craft Yarn, there is a swapless swap going on right now. I'm so excited about it. I believe it's Lisa from A Happy Scrappy Life and Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady podcast.
And Kay was talking about it on her last podcast.
Was she really?
So it's so exciting to see your yarn. Oh my gosh. So anyway, so thank you, Kay, for the mention. And so if you go to Kay's Ravelry group, which is the Crazy Sock Lady, and you can find it on the group under the groups tab, and you guys all know how to do that. So she's got the swapless swap going there, and it is ending August 15th is the last day to get in on that. And then we have, so for our knit-alongs that we have going on in our Ravelry group, there is a Colorwork accessory cal, and that is July 1st through September 21st for all accessories of Colorwork.
Even whips.
Even whips. And you can use any yarn that you want. If you use yarn from one of our 3 shops, then you can get 2 entries for that. You can do as many projects as you want in that time. There's no limit. So you can do that. And then the other is the, what is it called? The Christmas in July, the Fiber Girls Camp. Right? Camp.
Yeah.
So we have that one going.
Camp Fiber Girls. Yeah, we wanted to have like a moment, a time frame where if you guys are like some of us, who we try and cram all of our Christmas gift knitting into 1, maybe 2 months. And we wanted to enjoy it and spread it out a little bit and make it a little bit less stressful. So come December, we can, have fun with our families. And so we are doing a project a month. There is no theme other than it's for Christmas or holiday gifting. And so if you knit a project or crochet a project for someone else in the months of July through the end of November or December, I can't remember what we set.
It's through December 24th, Christmas Eve.
Yep. So then you are eligible, and I don't know yet, we haven't worked out the details if we are drawing monthly or if we are drawing at the end. But we'll figure out.
We'll figure that out, and
those
we'll
details,
add that to the
Keep
notes.
you posted.
So same thing
fun.
with that. If you use our yarn, you get another entry. And with any of our knit-alongs we ever do, double dip, triple dip, in anything. We
All
don't
of it.
care.
Go for it.
And as many as you want to do in that time as well.
Yep.
So, and I think that's it, right?
I think that's it. So thank you to everyone who tuned in today and made it through the entire end of the episode. We really appreciate it.
Yes,
if this is something that you liked, go ahead and like it, subscribe, right? And maybe even share. I know we're a brand new podcast, but maybe we are hitting home to some of those people who want to hang out with us. And if not, that's okay too. There are a million podcasters out there.
And make sure you hit that little bell button. It'll
To
actually
notify.
tell you when we upload right away. So you'll be the first one to know when we've got new content.
Yep,
So-
it's perfect.
Yeah. So
Okay.
thank you. Thank you. This was fun.
right.
This was great. All right,
Take
so
care.
have a great night, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
And I can cut out all this beginning stuff too. Or we can
Okay.
leave it and do outtakes like some people.
I love outtakes. I say we should do outtakes.
Okay.
I will try. We'll see how many outtakes we can
Not
work
of me
with.
swearing. Okay. All right. Okay, go.
Oh, I'm starting?
I don't know.
No, I thought I was last.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm the one who says, and we're the Fiber Girls.
Hi,
So-
everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Pause. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Right?